Hello, in this video, we're going to be tracking a massive storm that will bring severe weather for parts of Ohio Valley. The storm prediction has put out a level 3 out of 5 of risk for severe storms in parts of southeast Indiana and the north. Along with that, the tornado threat will be there, guys, so please be aware for large tornadoes. Temperatures will be pretty warm too, and along with that, there will be enough energy for storms to support. And along with that, I will be timing everything out, where the storm is going to go, how much rainfall we're going to see, and how much snowfall we're going to see with the backside of the storm too. Let's get right towards the video. Alright everybody, so now let's get right into the video. So I hope you're having a very good day so far. I am too. In this video, we got a huge severe weather outbreak that is fixing to take place in parts of Ohio Valley. Along with that, a very strong cold front that will drop these temperatures very low, going from 70 degrees to possibly in the 20s and 30s. So if you like these videos that be doing on my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into this video, because this video is probably going to be a very long one, because I got so much to talk about. So first of all, let's look at this. So right now, what we got going on right now on the Go Satellite Channel 13 on Chocolate Tibbets, I'll have the link in the description for this website. But we got a lot going on right now. First of all, we got a lot of moisture that's happening for parts of the southwest U.S. Along with that, a very strong surface low that's moving towards the east, and this is gonna be the same storm system will make its way towards the Ohio Valley that will kickstart our severe event, and this will be a more like a later on nighttime event than a daytime event. So things not gonna really get going to like this even. And I know some big meteorologists like Ryan Hall, y'all, he will be live on this severe weather event because of the hatch risk for tornadoes. He's concerned about the hatch risk for tornadoes, significant tornadoes. AF2s are higher. And also we got some moisture that's moving towards the northeast too. So now let's get right into this video. Don't waste no time, because I hate doing these long videos. So now we're gonna head on to the storm prediction center, because yes, we have a threat for severe storms. We have a level 3 out of 5, a enhanced chance of severe storms in parts of southeast Indiana and the north, southwest Ohio, even a small piece of a enhanced chance for parts of northern and the north and southeast Wisconsin. Milwaukee, that includes you. If you live in parts of western Kentucky, that includes you. You're under the guns for severe storms. And the sightning risk does stand far as north as Michigan. So if you're under the sightning risk or enhanced chance, please be prepared. There is a tornado threat. There's a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes for parts of southeast Indiana and the north. So please be aware for that. Northwest Kentucky, be aware for the tornado threat. Damaging winds, there's a hatch risk for damaging winds, guys, so please be aware for damaging winds. Wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour or plus wind gusts. This is significant wind gusts, a hatch risk for significant wind gusts. So tornado threat, guys, hurricane stakes at risk for the significant tornado threat and also tornado threat. The wind threat, hurricane stakes at risk for the wind threat, and also hurricane stakes at risk for the severe event today. And also, there is a small 30% hatch risk for hail. Hail is seeing golf ball size hail or greater. So if you live in parts of Chicago, I mean a little bit of western Chicago, but if you live in this 30% area, guys, right here, please be aware for large hail. So that's why that enhanced chance is being driven by for parts of Milwaukee. It's being driven by that large hail, 30% risk for large hail. Please be aware for that. So, and also, yeah, so we done with this. So now what's causing severe weather event? Well, thanks for this huge, strong mega trough that's ejecting very strong upper level winds, guys, and you can see this as this trough makes its way through. This trough will kickstart a severe event. Look at this. And yes, guys, there's gonna be some turning in the wind, so that's why we have that hatch risk for tornado. So you can see this as a trough come through, very strong trough, pulling a lot of pulling a lot of moisture out of that Gulf and pulling a lot of cold air down. And guys, even though we got hit risk for severe storms, there's also snow coming behind us too. Not a whole lot of snow, but a very strong cold front. And when I mean a very strong cold front, a 30 possibly 40-degree temperature drop once this cold front comes through. So, and also there is wind advisories and wind warnings out for this system too, as with this as these strong winds come through. But look at this, very strong trough make its way through. Very strong trough, got winds, upper level winds anywhere from 105 to 115 knots. Very strong upper level jet winds, And now let's look at the low-level jet winds, because low-level jet winds will be pretty strong too. And this is why we have the risk for the hash risk for tornadoes and damaging winds, because it's low-level jet winds. These are winds 5,000 feet above our heads. So when we look 5,000 feet above our heads, these are low-level jet winds. So look at this. Low-level jet winds gonna be very strong this system as it comes through. And not a whole lot of low-level jet winds, but enough to support severe storms. We don't get a whole lot for parts of southeast Wisconsin, but still, we still gonna have a decent amount. But look at a decent amount of low-level jet winds for parts of Kentucky, southeast Indiana, and the north. Got low-level jet winds anywhere from 54 to 58 knots. Very strong low-level jet winds, especially for parts of central Kentucky. You do have the risk for very strong low-level jet winds. So we got this wind chill. Now we're gonna look at the turning of the winds, because the turn of the winds gonna be bad too. So the surface winds are probably going to be out of the south. We got very strong lower jet winds coming more out the south to southwest than the upper level jet winds coming out the southwest. So we do got turning the winds and height, so that provides our wind chill environment for our tornado threat. So now we got the wind agreements. How about the dew points? Dew points gonna be pretty high. We got dew points in the upper 50s, low 60s, even possibly mid 60s. But look at this. As we get progress at the day, guys, look at these not dew points. What's going on? First of all, before I get into the dew points, let's look at the actual temperature, surface temperature, because yes, it's gonna be pretty warm, guys. This is not typical for February. Temperature is not supposed to be this warm this far north in this time of the year. So look at this, guys. Got temperatures in the 70s this far north. Like, boy, like this is not. And look at this, guys. If I go back, if y'all can see this a little bit, down towards Texas, northwest Texas, 90-degree in February. Like, boy. But in the same time, it's gonna feel a whole lot different once this cold front comes through. Because look at this, just behind this very warm temperatures, you got very cold temperatures. Temperatures in the 20s, 30s, even teens, even possibly single digits. It's coming, guys, and it's coming pretty fast. Look at these temperatures of parts of Illinois, Indiana. Got temperatures in the mid 70s, possibly getting very close to 80-degree. Like, this is not typical for this time of the year. And look at this, guys. By the time that cold front come through, a huge temperature drop. Look at this. We go from the 70s to the 20s in less than 24 hours. Like, that's insane. And that cold front does make us all the way down. So now we're gonna look at our dew points, because yeah, dew points gonna be pretty high. So we got the dew points. Now dew points, when it comes to dew points, we are so low on that. Like, we don't got a whole lot of moisture, but we still got a lot of energy, a lot of storm energy, a lot of cape. And that's why we have that risk for hail, because when you want large hail, you need a lot of cape, a lot of storm energy. That helps the cape. But thing is, we don't have a lot of dew points, but we do have enough to support severe storms. We got dew points anywhere from the upper 50s to low 60s. Still enough to dew points to support severe storms, but probably barely. And this cold air and this dry air does come behind it too. So yeah, so dew points, I'll put a low on that, because dew points, we don't have a whole lot of that. Wind chill, when it comes to low level winds, the wind chill, I'll put a medium chance on that, because we got a decent amount of wind. Now how about our cape, our intermediate storm juice? Well, I can put also a medium chance on that, because I mean, during this time of year, 2,000 joules becoming is high, so I would say that's significant cape. I'll still put a medium on the cape. Not a high, but medium. So K values, yes, we definitely got that. So we can definitely put the check on the energy, because we definitely got that. We got K values anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram. So there's definitely enough energy in the atmosphere for these storms to work with. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Especially for parts of southeast Indiana and the north, very high K values. Got gate values anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 joules per kilogram. Definitely, we got a lot of kit. There's a lot of energy for these storms to work with, so we can definitely put a high on the kit, because we definitely got that. Cape values for parts of Wisconsin, not as much, but look at this. It does get, but look at this, guys. By the time we get in towards later today, yes, the K values does get pretty high for parts of northern Indiana and the north, even parts of Wisconsin. These 1,000, 2,000 joules per kilogram, possibly 2,000, possibly 3,000 joules per kilogram. Yeah, we definitely got the storm energy, so I can pretty much, I'll say, put a higher chance on that, because we definitely got the energy for these storms to support with. So Yeah, so all the greens are there for severe storms. So now what we're gonna be looking at is a significant tornado perimeter. So based on what this means is it adds on all the greens, the wind chill, everything. So the higher the numbers are, the more the favorable chance, the favorable the conditions are for a tornado. So the green is very low. The orange is, yeah, the yellow and orange is medium. The red and light dark purple is high, and the light pink is very high. So we gonna be off the chart, guys. This is also very concerning. Now I'm not here to hype stuff up to get views, to get sales, but I'm not a hyper. But this is probably gonna be one of these big tornado outbreaks that we have not seen in this area for a very long time. This is very concerning. Look at this. Look at these significant parameters, like off the chart. Got values anywhere from 8 to 9, even 10. This is off the charts. Like, this is very concerning. If you live in parts of Indiana and the north, that tells you that conditions are favorable for the threat for tornadoes. So please stay safe tonight, please. And look at this. Even parts of Ohio gets in that tornado threat. So that's why we have that hatch risk for tornadoes, is because tornadoes are most likely in this section. So now send updraft history tracks. So you can see this is based on each rotating track. So every time you see a track, that's a rotating storm. So we got a lot of that, especially for parts of Missouri, Southwest Indiana, and the North. Like, look at this. We have a whole lot. So I think my best chance of seeing tornadoes is right here. So if you live in parts, so if you live in southern Indiana and in the North, please be on the lookout for rotating storms in tornadoes. Even parts of southeast Wisconsin, Milwaukee, watch out for these rotating storms. Some of these storms could rotate. The European model, the HRRR model, is showing some rotating track. A little track for parts of northwest Indiana and the north. Look at this. Ohio got some rotating tracks too, so be on the lookout for these storms. The higher the numbers are, the higher the rotation is. So now let's get right into towards the radar. What the radar is going to look like for rest of the day. So things don't really start going to like later days. So as we're getting towards this even, not much happening right now, but by the time we're getting towards nighttime hours, look at these little small cells start popping up for parts of Indiana and the north. And look at this, more. And look at this, guys. This is supercells. You see these little bean-shaped storms right here, guys. That's something you don't want to see. When you see a storm by itself like that, it can easily take advantage of this environment. The windshield, the cape, the dew points, that's something you don't want to see. You don't want to see storms by itself like that when we got favorable conditions like that. That means some of these tornadoes could be not only big but large and damaging. Parts of southeast Indiana in the north, get ready for the threat for damaging winds and large tornadoes. Please be aware of that. And look at these storms does continue. And look at these little supercells start firing up. If you live in parts of Indiana in the north, I'm very concerned for you. Northwest Kentucky, I'm very concerned for you. And this will be a damaging wind threat too. Then it's line storms that make its way down towards Kentucky and possibly Tennessee. And behind that, here comes a decent amount of snow for parts of Indiana in the north. Get ready for the threat for some snow after the system too. So now, how much rain we gonna see with this system? Yes, not a whole lot of rain, but a decent amount of rain. So these storms could drop anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of snow for parts of Kentucky, southeast Indiana, and the north. Not a whole lot of rain for parts of Wisconsin, but still some. GFS model. GFS model is not showing a whole lot of rain, but still a decent amount is still showing rain. How about snowfall outlook? Because yes, we're not going to see a whole lot of snow with this too. Maybe like not even 1 inch, maybe like a few flurries, and that's about it. But still a very huge temperature drop once this system comes through, God. So now GFS model showing still not a whole lot of snow, but a decent amount. So now, guys, I do want to show you this because it's very important, and the video is already 13 minutes long. Let's show you this real quick. So now, this is getting very concerned, guys. Now, I'm not going to do my first hurricane outlook until like April, because I was going to do it in March, but thing is, March is a little bit too early because hurricane season don't really get going to like July, but I don't think that's going to be the case this year, because you got to understand, last year we had very warm Atlantic waters, and that cut last year hurricane season above average, which was supposed to be below or near average because we had El Nino. But thing is, you gotta think about it. These sea surface temperatures out in the Atlantic right now are running super above average, and that's very concerning. In the same time, we got a developing La Nina that's gonna be business for this upcoming hurricane season. And I'm not here to hype stuff up, but I do want to show you. Yes, this is the Orcator sea surface temperature anomaly. These are I can't pronounce this. Sub sea surface temperatures anomalies, and you can see all this blue right here that's below the surface, guys. This is upwell. Look at all these cold water below the surface. These cold anomalies will work its way towards the surface, and that will decrease our El Nino. So very cool water making its way towards the surface. And I do want to show you this because this is also very concerning. So now, by the time we get in towards April and May, we are expected to be in a new. Y'all can't see this, can't y'all? But okay, well this is y'all still can't see that. Can y'all see it? Okay, there y'all can see it. So look at this. So we are still in El Nino right now, but by the time we progress towards spring, which is April and May, we will be in a neutral phase, and by the time we get into the summer, we're gonna be in a weak La Nina. But look at this. Peak of hurricane season most August, September. The climate predictor is saying that it's going to be anywhere from a 70 to 80% chance of being in a full-blown La Nina this upcoming hurricane season. In the same time, guys, you got very warm waters. And in fact, let me show you the sea surface temperatures in the Atlantic waters because that's very, very concerning. I know this video is not meant for this, but I need to show you this because this is very concerning. So now, I'm going to show you the sea surface temperatures in the Atlantic Ocean right now. Because some people are saying this is very concerning. Some people are predicting a supercharged hurricane season, a blockbuster hurricane season. I'm agreeing too, but look at this. Let's go to the Atlantic Basin. So look at this. Look at the main developing region. Look at these temperatures. And guys, this is only February. This is only February. Look how far north our 26-degree ISO sea surface temperatures are already in February. And look at the waters just off the coast in the main developing region. These waters are warm as it can be in July. This is very concerning. And temperature anomalies, yes. When you got this, guys, with a La Nina developing, not this. Let's go to this. When you have this, when you have very warm Atlantic waters right here, guys, add this with a very strong La Nina in place. Look at that. That's something you don't want to see. So, yeah, it's going to be better this upcoming hurricane season. I will start doing my outlooks pretty soon, but the Atlantic Ocean is already running above average. Look at this. Anywhere from 2.6 to 3 Celsius degrees above average. Yes, this is very warm. So now, this is going to be it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next upload.